Okay, the diamond problem means exactly, have you understood the concept? So it's diamond kind of symbols. So what it means? Because it's kind of multiple inheritance. A single child try to access two parent method at a time. So that is, it is crosswording. It's same thing like this. So this is kind of diamond problems. So it means that there is a two parents are there, P1 and P2. It's look like a diamond. So that exactly the meaning. And the simple child is trying to access two parent method, right? To avoid this kind of problems, so there is a confusion. We'll understood today why it is in or not supported by Java multiple inheritance. So before that, remember one thing. Whenever we are writing a class, okay, I'm talking about a class. When class we are written, okay, every time we are class making this. In a class, whenever you are writing some functions, okay, it means it is a compulsory need to write there a body. Okay, you can't write any method without a body. It is a compulsory to write there a body. So that means in class, when you're defining your methods, make sure that you know the what function should be get written or it get printed. If you don't know, then do not write any functions because we can't keep simple function empty. It's always return something or a print something. This is very clear things for you, right? Whenever you're creating a class, the class, if you're writing some function, it is a compulsory for that method to write their own body. You can't keep the empty methods. You understood this thing first? Okay, and let me show you practically also. When you are trying to create, yes, yeah, that is only the things, but I will tell you the why exactly today. Okay, so this is what the main thing I'm trying to tell you. See, whenever you're writing a class, if there is a function, so for that, it is a compulsory to write the body. Suppose we have some method pp1. It's a simple class. In this class, if I try to maintain a simple functions, suppose void, I'm writing a p1 is a method names. I can't keep like this. It says that when you are declaring a function, add the body. Where is the body? If you don't know, then why should I writing this? So that means whenever we are writing a function within a class, so it is a compulsory for that class to write the body, right? Suppose I'm writing some method name as a message, MSG, right? So you need to write some message. This is P1 message, right? So it's very clear now we have one parent class PP1 which having one message, and it's we know whenever we're calling this message, this will be get executed. It's a simple, right? You understood this? Fine. Assume that there is a one more function is there. Suppose that function name is I write a P, sorry, capital P, small p2. It is also have one method, and that method name is also the MSG. This also need to write the body, but of course it will return his own method. This is P2 message, right? Now see that there are two methods. P1 have a message, P2 also a message. but both the messages are returning some different message. It's a P2 message, it's a P1 message, but the method name is same. In that situation, whenever a child try to call the parent methods of both, and it whenever try to call the message function, so it will be a get a confused which method should I call, either from parent one or either from parent two, because parent one is printing some other things and parent one is also printing some other things. So there is an always an ambiguity or the confusion for the child class is there. So this is the reason why Java's not support the multiple inheritance. Okay, but there is a solution, alternate solution for that also that we are going to see on later. The interface is the solutions. Okay, the interface we'll understood in deeply as of now. Just understood interface allow us to write a method without a body. Then how cool it is, no? If there is a no body for this method, so child will not get confused because parent wants also have the method as a message, parent two also have message as a message. But what message? They're not there. So that time it is okay. Okay, there is not a defined anything. Based on us, we are declaring. In the same one, it is like when you have a method as a receive phone. It's only a message, no? Receive phone. How you are receiving that, you will define either by left hand, either by right hand, or both the hand. In it is happen in the case of interface. But if it is a class, then class is compulsory saying receive phone by left hand, or it is saying like receive phone by right hand. So in that situation, child will be get confused. So what should I do? So to avoid this conflict or ambiguity or the confusions, Java is not supported multiple inheritance. Just imagine though you are trying to inherit, okay, suppose you made some daring and if you are trying to access some child methods, assume that if you are trying to extend extends extend p1, it is a fine because there is only one class. Though you are trying to access pp2 also, it will not allowed to access two class at a times. See, it will throw error, syntax error, token error. It cannot write this much. Okay. Syntactically it is not allowing, then there should be a not, it is automatically not supported. But you can call one, that not a problems. Because already it's having methods of passes. So let me call some here. What object should I make? cc1 cc is equal to new cce1 cc dot I can call the p message msg. Okay, this will return because we as of now we are inheriting a parent one, so we'll get a message that this is a parent p1 message. If I'm extending the p2, it will return this is parent p2 message. But if I try to do the both, it will get confused. Which should I call? Either parent one or parent two, because both have a message, same message. Okay. So avoid these confusions, Java decided to not support the multiple inheritance. Understood this? Okay, because okay, it's a very important question. Even though if you Google this, so common questions, just try to answer that. Select let's common interview question. Java inheritance. Okay, so you can find there is always you can find the one questions So that is nothing but why Java is not support multiple inheritance. See, why is a multiple inheritance is not supported in Java for the classes? See, they are maintaining for the classes because through the interface it is supported. Okay. So as a Brahmojit said that there's a diamond problem. So diamond problem means this is the things only. One child trying to exit two parent at a time. And in with the help of interface, we can solve that problems. Okay. We'll see the inheritance like in interface while studying this. That time we can study that. Fine. So now there are one more type of inheritance is pending. Let's complete that. That is very rarely used, but it's important to understand. I think I have sent you that diagrams, right? Means I have shown the list as well. No? Let me check that image. Where is that? Yeah, we are here. So we have seen the class object starting the inheritance, single level, multi-level, multiple is not supported. We have seen the hierarchical also, that is the tree-like structure. Now one more type is there, that is nothing but hybrid. Okay. Now we'll go for the hybrid. The hybrid is quite simple. The hybrid means for a combination of any two is known as a hybrid. Mix up. Hybrid means a simple mix up. Hmm. So we can mix any two types here. Suppose single plus multi-level or hierarchical plus multi-levels. It will become hybrids. Simples. Okay. So now let's start example of hybrid inheritance. In that case, what happened? We can take any example combining the two things at a time. So it is very rarely used in the industry as well. Most commonly used a single level and the multi-level inheritance, not more than this. So, but we'll see now the practically inheritance concepts. You already have some, you can reuse the something as well, where we're combining the two types of inheritance. Suppose we have a hierarchical inheritance here. Child one is also extending the parent, and child two is extending the parent. Where is the child one? CLD1 is extending this parent, and the CLD2 also extending parents. Now, what I will do, I will create one grandparent. You can we already have a grandparent here, right? So what I will create with the structure of hierarchical inheritance, it is already extending the parents, and it is child ones, and the child two also extending the parent ones. So what we'll do, we are going to make one some basic changes. That is, a parent is also extending what? Grandparent. So means we are trying to combining two types of inheritance together. Initially, we are having one parent, parenting, and that parent is inherited by two different classes. We have parents and a two child. The current scenario. This is a PR and T parents, and we have two child CC1 and CC2. This is a scenario. We also have this program as well. We implemented it. So now this is a structure of hierarchicals. Okay. Single parent have a two child. Child one is also extending the parent, and the child two will also extend the parents. This is a kind of hierarchical inheritance. And what I'm trying to do, I will just make this hierarchicals plus multi-levels. So I'm adding a grandparent so that if you observe this thing, then the grandparent will be inherited by these parents. Now I can see this program. It is a combination of two. The first one is hierarchical inheritance, and the second one is a multi-level inheritance. This combination of hierarchical plus multi-level is known as a hybrid inheritance. Understood this? So we already have a multi hierarchical. So I'm just trying to do just extending the grandparent. So child one is extending which one? PPRNT. Okay, let's me go for the PPRNT. And this PPRNT will extend now EXTENDS extends which one? So we have a grandparent GR grandparents. It will become hierarchical. So if the grandparents have some methods that is a GG. So now with the help of child one objects, we can able to call GG method because it's a hierarchical. It's correct, na? CC1 of no, no, it is a kind of it is a message object. It is not about here. I am talking about here. We can call this. We have made some different method for this hierarchical inheritance. Here, okay, okay. Let's me save this file. Hierarchical. Now, child is now calling a child method and the parent method, but we have parent is inheriting now which grandparents. So with the help of child, now able to call the grandparents, and this is also called the grandparents. So hierarchical plus multi-level is known as an hybrid inheritance. Okay. See now you can able to call the parent, child, and the grandparent as well. Child to parent as well as grandparent as well. So the combination of two is known as a hybrid inheritance. Got it? Okay, no problems. Fine. So we are up to now we have done inheritance. So now next concept we're going to study some keywords that is very important. So the first keyword we are going to study that is a super. In Java, many keywords are there and that are very important. I will just make the list of keywords, important list of keywords in Java. Very important that every keyword we study one by one based on our needs. So it is a one keyword is there that is known as a super. Okay. And that is related to the inheritance. That's why I'm using that super keyword today. But I will just list out the keywords that are very important. The first one is a static. STATIC, static keyword. And one more is that's final, this, super. Okay. These are the keywords which will make many impact on the programmings. One by one, we can cover based on the topic that we've done. So the super is related to inheritance concepts. Okay, that's where and two keywords we are going to study today. The first one is a super, and the second one is what? Final. Very important. And Java is very powerful with the help of keywords. So now you can understood the power of Java programming and the power of keywords. So we'll focus on the two keywords. The first one is final, and the second one is what? Super. Okay, let's see the final keywords. Assume that you have making some banking software. Okay, and thing is that if you are making some important methods or some banking related things you are maintaining, so assume that user is a bank So let's have some bank name. Anyone like SBI is a bank. These simple banks. There is your bank basically. In your bank, you are you're keeping your secret passwords. So let assume that. So there is a password you are maintaining string str string pwd. Sorry, pwd is equal to some password you are maintaining, and that may be anything as of now. Just consider test at the rate 123 is your password, is a banking password, right? And even you have a method written one some method like it means all the important info you are storing in this. So like some info you are saying the password remembering key points. uh, Password is my mobile numbers, or it may be a date of birth or anything separate things. So if you observe this, so this is file is some kind of important information have. But inheritance concept said that if any classes, it may be the hacker or it may be an anything, your enemy or whatever maybe. As per the concept, if some like say a hacker, okay, it's a simple class. So in that case, if I am going to extend extend SBI, so what will happen? All the secret informations related to that bank is now available to what? Hacker, right? So now, is there any may I suppose hacker team should be there, and hacker team is suppose main class. If you make the object of this hacker, right? As usual, just go here. Okay, let me close this. Suppose you're making object of hacker. H is equal to new. It is simple regular way. If I make PRINT print, not print, what we have to write? System dot out dot yes syso close this syso system dot out dot println h dot password. Easily, it's very easy. I'm accessing the password of that bank. Even I'm now trying to access, there is a method as well, h dot which info. Is there any hint or not? If I'm not able to access password, so it's saying the password is your mobile number as well. So what happening here? We are easily accessing some classes to the another classes, and of course it is a part of inheritance, so we can extend that. That is not a problem. Okay, but if this is a situation, then no bank should use the Java language. But the current situation is very opposite. Every bank is using a Java. Why? Just because of there are some powerful keywords are there. With the help of this powerful keyword, you can protect this class by getting inheritance. So now, if you make this simple this class as a final class, then no one can inherit your class. You can see there, not possible. Remove final modifier, and here is also not possible because it's a final one. Getting use of final keyword. If you want to protect your class, make it as a final. And let me show you very interesting things. Every time whenever you are seeing some built-in function, like a system is also a class, right? If you see the code after pressing F3, so what you're observing here, this class is also what? Final. So that we can just use of that method, but it means it is a finals. No one can inherit this class. Okay. So this is a keyword. Now one more keyword is also there static that I will tell you the later on. But now you're understanding the importance of finals. Once you make any class final, no one can use that. Okay, and no one can access that basically. Okay, if you're trying to do here extends extends, what is there, that is system as well as tem, that is not possible. It says subclass, it's a final class, you cannot access this final class, right? So this is use of final keywords. Understood? Simple. Okay, I will remove as of now just because that's having some errors, but you got the concepts. Fine. First keyword, a final. Now, second one more things I will explain about a super keyword. Okay. I will simply write one program, simple program, step by step I'm writing. Just try to understand. Okay. And one more thing I will tell you, it is not come, let's always write a class to some other. Within a same class also you can write a multiple classes. Okay. So for example, it's a main class. See, instead of creating many simple classes, I will create all the class here. That is possible. Huh? Suppose class is assume that white, white, white. This is simple class. Okay, fine. Assume that there is a one string color 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 equal to, I'm writing white, white. Fine. Is that okay? But just because we are creating a class in the same class, it is possible. Either you can maintain this separately, that is also okay, or you can write here also, that is also fine. It's not a problem because it's a simple class and the simple class is not get executed. One more class I'm writing here that is named as a black, and the same variable I am using here, but I'll make only change BLA CK black. Okay. Remember, I will create one more method here, that is void CLR is a method, and I'm in that method I'm writing color COLOR. See, now I will test your knowledge. Up to now, okay. There is a simple class called a white, which having a color as a white color. Second color is there, that is a black. Color is there black, and it is printing here black. Right? It's a simple class. If I run this program, I will get no output because as of now, we are not creating any object. So now let's me create an object of black, BLACK black. B is equal to new BLACK black, BLACK black. Spelling mistake, anything? Okay, BLACK, guys. And with the help of B method, if I am accessing this method CLR, what will it print? Which color name it will print? Are we? What is the color name it will print? See the programs. We are not using inheritance set. It is simple class and object programs. Nothing will. So what output will it print? Color black only, because you are making an object of black class. Black, of course, it is a black. So now, if I want white color, then I should maintain the object of white here, WHIT white. W is equal to new WHIT white, and I can write here SYSO W dot color COLOR what? Correct, na? String is there. Oh, e not e dot. It's a w dot color. So of course it is now print white. Still it is okay. Fine. Okay, let me comment this for some times. And as you have studied the inheritance concept as well, so let me check your inheritance concept now. Up to now, it is printing black. Now, what I will do, I will extend extends extends white. Now tell me which color it should be get printed. Observe the code, take your time, and then decide. Okay. If you know the inheritance concept, you will answer it. Otherwise, no answer should be there. Tell me the color name. So, I mean, there is no use of extend, right? What? But we are, what is the inheritance concept? So now it is why it is not accessible in black class, you are saying, right? Are we, what is the answer? No, that should be not there. Okay, it's either it print white or black. Based on that, you should need to decide. So it's very simple. Thing is that, see, inheritance concept what says if you are inheriting something, so that properties get available. Just assume that is there no this thing, no color in the black. It is extending this. So obviously this color is accessible here, so it will print as white. Correct. If I'm not extending this, so this color says it is undefined. Where is the white color? Where is this? We are getting this color from white. So we are having white colors. But assume that there are two similar keywords are there. Here is also the color, here is also color. In that situation, what will print? Whether it is printing white itself or whether it is printing black. That is only the questions. No, it's okay, no problem. It will print a black color, okay? I'll tell you the why. Because every time the class give the preference to itself, it's try to find the same variable is available in this, okay, then print it is. Okay. If there is some different color I'm trying to print, suppose there is a CLR or this kind of things, and if I'm using this, so now it will find whether it is available here. No, then go for the parents and print it is. Huh. But if the parent and child both have a same variable, then it's give the preference. Always a class give the preference to the first. If you are creating an object of B, then it will find whether it's having the same colors or not. Okay. If it is having the same thing, then it will get printed. That's why we are getting output as a black. But we are studying a super keyword. What if you want only a parent variables or method should be get called? At that time, use super keyword. Okay. Now, if you run these programs, you will get the output as a white because a super means called parent method only. parent method or variables. With the help of a super keyword, we can call the parent method only. Though it is available to the child, to call the parent method, we use super keyword. Okay? Two keyword we are understanding here. One is a final to protect a class to get inherit. Use the final, make that class as a final. And when the child and the parent both have a same variable at that situation, child give the preference to their own methods and variables. So that's why up to now we are getting black colors. But in that situation, if you want to call the parent method, you can use the super keyword. So every time it will call the parent method only. Okay. So this is power of super keywords. You understood these two keywords? Okay. I will share you these programs. Try to implement on your machines. Okay. Then only you can understood. By seeing these programs, it is very easy to look. Okay, it is just a simple class and variable. But practically type out your machines and verify itself. Okay, what exactly happened. Make a both the object, make the color name changes by changing color names, variable names, or keeping same names. Without super, with super. This is the only way to learn a Java. It is not like that you're just typing program and getting outputs. Understanding is very important. Okay. So I will spending a lot of time on this step by step you are learning. Two keyword only I will pick finance and super. Static and this we'll study when we start the constructor and all that things. But as of now, inheritance things we have done with the inheritance. So we check that the inheritance where we have inheritance. Hmm. All types of inheritance we have done. Okay, fine. So practice this inheritance concepts, all types of inheritance, try to implement. Tomorrow we'll do some program on based on that inheritance concepts. Okay, and we'll try to create some real-time example and we'll make a use of class, object, all that things together so that you'll feel more real-time examples. You can take any application, like it may be banking applications or it may be a or college application, school applications. Some real-time situation will take, and that case study should be solved by class, object, and inheritance only. Okay, so that you can more practically connect and you'll understood the things, the concept of class, object, and inheritance.